I think that this is an amazing opportunity. Number one, what you're spending in order to do your studies is not much. You get 40 hours of work. You're practically working like a full-time worker. And then, of course, doing that alongside of your studies, you have this proximity to Europe. And by the time you're done with your studies, the world is yours. The high yield education and the ROI equation. Okay, so here you have the inputs that you are going to be putting and what you're going to be getting, and we'll chat about that. You have a cheap tuition fee. That is the amounts there, 3,000 to 6,000 a year. Cost of living is about 5 to 800. Application very, very low friction. You don't have to choose between fulfilling career and an affordable lifestyle. That is what you're going to be learning and why you should move to Lithuania. And then on the other side, the output you're going to get, you're going to have work rights, 40 hours a week. Post-grad visa you're going to get. They have a thriving job market, and you're going to get a recognized EU diploma. That is why I am here today to tell you all and convince you all that if you're thinking about a study abroad destination where probably they don't have a ton of scholarships, they have some scholarships, but which is affordable and cheaper than several places, Lithuania is the place to go. So let's look at the timeline you're working with here. So October, November, applications open, and then January to May, they have the entrance test and interviews, and then June to July, application deadlines. July to August, this is the TRP window. Processing takes up to 3 months, and then you cannot fly without it. September, registration and classes begin. Waiting list for your TRP application until August guarantees that you will not miss your first month of classes. So this is practically the timeline that you are working with, and most of the times some of you may find this video when you're maybe in the middle of the timeline. But what you can do is, you, because of how affordable it is, because of the amazing return on investment that you get for it, this is something that you can start doing now, a deep research about it, putting it maybe in your personal database, researching more about it, and then start putting together the documents that you will need, such that when the application period shows up, you are already ready to start your application processes. Okay, so the admission reality is what the universities actually want. They have these hard metrics that they are looking for. Minimum 60%. 60% is not shabby at all. And then IELTS, they are looking for 5.5, TOEFL 75, CEFR B2. I think that is definitely doable. The hurdles, medical science entrance exam is in biology and chemistry, and then there is an SKVC bottleneck. Foreign high school diplomas must be verified by the SKVC. This process is notoriously lengthy. Oh my goodness. The good thing about knowing this type of things ahead of time is like you can start preparing. That is why when you find a video, even if it is not within the application period, there are certain things that you can start doing, gearing up towards it. Okay, so the hack that you should do here is apply to top tier universities that internally assess documents. That way you bypass the SKVC delay. I think that you all should sort of take some time to do research about which are the top universities in Lithuania. Can you all just do that and share in the comment section? Like, let's do some group economics here. Research top universities in Lithuania and share them in the comment section, such that we can at least have a list of universities that everyone can be targeting. Everyone, because that way you're going to bypass this hurdle that they are talking about, right? So let's look at the paperwork and the things that you have to do. So you need a valid passport, you need a bachelor's transcript, proof of English, motivation letter, and photograph. Application fee, which is about 100 to 150 euro. Then they have this high school thing here, which is the double legalization. But as I said, if you apply to top tier universities, because they do their own internal things, you do not have to go through this process. But if you apply for any regular university, you have to do the double legalization trap. If your country is not in the Hague 1961 convention, and apostille isn't enough, you need double legalizations, first by your Ministry of Foreign Affairs, then by the Lithuanian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Start months in advance. Oh my goodness, that is the reason why I was asking us to do the research about the top university there, because that is how you are going to skip through that process. You don't have to do all of this doing legalization by 2 ministries of foreign affairs. That takes a lot of time, right? Proof of funds. Yes, the magic number they are looking for, 8,077 euro minimum. Listen, you guys, comparatively, this is way affordable. If you're someone who is in the space of looking to study abroad, you know how affordable this is, okay? So this is step one, the exact minimum monthly subsistence amounts required by the migration. So they want 577 euro times 12 months, and then plus 1,153 euro. This is a required buffer for a return ticket to your home country. So the total is about 8,000. The money must sit in your personal bank account in your name. A bank statement is mandatory for your TRP application. I think that this is practically the same case for all countries in Europe. In fact, most study abroad destinations, this is actually the process. Let the money sit there. All of these countries have a specific minimum amounts that they want. This just happens to be cheaper, and then it has to sit in your account for 28 days. Same for all other countries. Let's look at, can you get some scholarships? All right, you all know my favorite topic, scholarships. Free money. I am in the free money category, okay? The scholarship ecosystem, finding the funding. European level, they have Erasmus Plus. That is what they have. And then they have the state level, which is state-funded spots are available for EU, and okay, that is, and then for foreign Lithuania, okay, that is not for international students, because most of you here are international students, right? Then they have the university level scholarships. They have a talent scholarships for outstanding students, and then they have a social scholarship for accommodation. To be honest with you, apart from the Erasmus option, I do not see any viable option here, like, because they are giving you a $200 €200 for accommodation. That is, if you do well, that is not very shabby at all. I'm rolling my mouth as if I have €200 to share to people. So yeah, you can apply for that. And of course, the Erasmus, because if you apply for the Erasmus, you get a shot at getting like a way bigger scholarship, right? Visa risk and rejection patterns, red flags to avoid. Flag one, the academic goals, coming to Lithuania to work, not study. This is practically everywhere. Everywhere you're going to be rejected everywhere. Flag two, failing too many classes, because there is always that idea of, if you're failing too many classes, probably you're skipping it and working, right? You must earn at least 40 ECTs credits per academic year to be eligible for your renewal. And then fabricated funds, borrowing money just for the bank statement, then returning it. This is actually the case in almost all countries, because at the end of the day, they want to make sure that the money, Germany practically locks the money in a blocked account and then releases it in bits to you, right? So this is a way to make sure that you have enough funding to at least to pay for your studies while you are there. Working while studying, the 40-hour rule. 40 hours. 40 hours is crazy. Wait, EU EFTA students, unlimited work rights immediately upon arrival, up to 40 hours. Okay, this is for EU. Non-EU students, upon your TRP for studies is issued, you are legally permitted to work full-time during your studies. No extra work permit is required. Your TRP is your golden ticket. Oh my goodness. You are allowed to work 40 hours full-time during your studies in Lithuania. When do the students work? When do the students work? No, when do the students study? If you are working full-time, when do you study? Oh my goodness, I have been creating a ton of content about this for a very long time. I've never seen 40 hours during, no, normally 40 hours is during holidays in so many countries, because that is considered full-time work, right? But in Lithuania, that is regular school time. You can work full-time. Are they accepting you to go study or to go work? This is crazy. Isn't there some regulations or something? I don't know. All right, let's look at the job market reality here. Where international students win, of course, Lithuanian language is required for like all local admin roles and things like that. And then they have the sweet spot for English speaking students. You have tech, finance, engineering, the global business services, and then they have a 12 months post-grad thing that you can get. They have upon graduation, non-EU students can apply for the special 12-month TRP designed exclusively for job searching, start working immediately upon hiring with no extra permits. This is actually the case in so many countries. I think all the countries I've seen, they give you 1 year. Some they give you 6 months, then they give you another 6 months added to it, and then you can now use that in order to prepare. You can start working immediately in case you get a job, or you can use that to job hunt, and then at the end of it you're required to switch your visa. Okay, so let's look at the checklist on your path to Lithuania. Step 1, assess and apply. Check the SKVC and double legalization requirements, submit before June, or you can just apply to those top universities. Have you all searched and put in the comment section? Apply to those ones, and then secure your 8,077 euro in a verifiable bank account. And I said before June, which means that this is May. Y'all check and let me know if you can still apply to Lithuania right now, because this video is going out in May, right? So maybe you can apply, maybe you can be like the late applicants. Okay, and then the next one, migrate legally. Obtain your TRP via the VFS Global before booking your flight. Leverage your 40-hour work rights. Build your network in the dorms and target English-speaking tech and finances sectors. I think that this is an amazing opportunity. Number one, what you're spending in order to do your studies is not much. You get 40 hours of work. You're practically working like a full-time worker. And then, of course, doing that alongside of your studies, you have this proximity to Europe. And by the time you're done with your studies, the world is yours. Like while you're in school, you do a research about places that you would like to go after your studies. And then once you're done, you can choose to move to Europe. If you apply for Erasmus and you travel through different European countries, you can already build networks there, such that by the time you're done, you are ready to just jet out and go to different places. You can choose to stay in Lithuania, or you can choose to move to other places. I hope that this was helpful. Please do well to like the video, because it helps the channel a lot. Please do well to like the video, share it with a friend, a family, anyone that you think that this is going to help. I am going to see you all in the next one.